Yo, Yamamo Aquaba so eba POG Media so message say oil for and awaba a jumedi so subscribe like it to jumedi and share nema afoforo and so and sa in can be kindly click on the notification bell no so send be the any news be better platform no so I won so well who the air call and the air there the air but yen Ryan some niamfa and some dodo no enye the embra wa ye ko Mustapha Hamid aswaye na Mustapha Hamid ade nsem bi aba abetudwa ne nyina is about anase eye OSP ade nsem bi aba abetudwa ne nyina efa eye Mustapha Hamid ene eye nipa nkron nine others bi ho achese enya agro and the criminal high court ne so ade eye some updates bi ayede abayenko na yenkonkwaje eye ho nchemu achese enya agro yendi kan enko eye OSP the office of the special prosecutor yanko eye na so eye na yenkonko ye de yemfa nchemu bi enkonko ye de enko like emfa enye de emfa embro na yera OSP eye officer or the eye some updates bi aba the Republic versus Mustapha Hamid and 9 others. The Criminal High Court is scheduled to hear on 13th November as an application filed by first accused person, Dr. Mustapha Hamid, seeking the release of his passport in the ongoing 291 million case involving allegations of extortion, abuse of office, and money laundering against him and other 9 in connection with the National Petroleum Authority, the NPA. Dr. Hamid contend that the release of his passport is necessary to enable him to travel to Canada to attend a political engagement. The Republic, however, has opposed the application, and the accused person was ordered by court to surrender his passport as part of his bail condition. He remains at the OSP stop list. Now, say OSP in Chemu a wade ba nyina ne say eye Mustapha Hamid ya nim se nan sayim na video bi air trend a na o Chemu a sebi case na OSP ade na akokot ne useless na say enkosi hwe nanso ene OSP a respond na che say enya agro na OSP in Chemu wade ba nyina ne say money laundering ho and some corrupt cases be a cost watch say a wealthy about be 291 million a year Ghana cedis no against on any nipan bi no enunti no a yen passport and also the 2 coin because Mustapha Hamid at the ababeto benim so person 2 coin e Canada na okokoye some political engagement bi na so a year Republic, which is the Ghana, and I say which is let me say use the OSP which now the Ghana menti ono no wa pose a yes na ama just wa chair so on fan the passport nya the embra na just akwantu no they are block it na Canada na all kono o makoye dey o matwam because obi nim the senesi kenoforiata de no saa ne besi wo we anase ebia foforo bi be den ebesi a chese eno so ehon sensem de se bebre odensam dodo na ede etudwa yenko na yenkonkoje eyi nchirimu a eye OSP ede yede ede etudwa na emom no subscribe na like dwumadi na share na ma foforo enso ensa enye de enka bi yenko na yenkonkotie eyensem a esi wo acha na ansem foforo bi nso a yede ebram in terms anase in content with the corruption cases are ekoso ewo Ghana yanko ni nkonkuti.
You know, talk out there.
Yeah.
Is this Xi Jinping was recommended for that position by Gabi Ochidakun. Gabi Ochidakun, the Bustiani is Akuffo. So if Xi Jinping is still there, who would think that he's going to act to get Ken back? See the link?
And it is this same Kiseja. I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah.
I mean, freedom of expression.
Yeah.
It's unimportant to me, those kind of expressions. See, and it is this same Kiseja who puts the same man on the list of wanted persons. And it is this same Kiseja who put him on Interpol red notice. And it is the same Kiseja who triggered his the process for his extradition.
And as ridiculous as it may sound, how do you react to conspiracy theories? Say, but there's been some arrangement, you know.
So let's analyze this.
I'm listening.
Let's analyze this. Touch wood. I'm not going to come after you. Touch wood. So that is if you haven't done anything that I should come.
So far, so good.
Oh, good.
No
good,
bloody
good.
fears.
I like that. So let's analyze this.
Yeah.
Kweku Sintim Misa
Yes, sir.
has given me money worth my while. So I look away from his dealings. Then one fine day, I stage a press conference and declare the person who has paid me to look away a fugitive from justice, a wanted man. And then another fine day, I go to Interpol and put him on a red notice. And then come a few months, and I be as canning so come a few months to encourage him to give me more. I then go for trigger his extradition. Oh, God of heaven. This is, pardon me, I'm swearing. But that doesn't even make sense. If I am being sponsored or being paid or being bribed by this person, would this be my actions towards the person? That they should give us a little break and a little appreciation that we have a modicum of intellect about us. Because, I mean, if you tell even a kindergarten student, he might scoff at you.
Moving forward, what I'm hearing clearly now is you're doing all that you can,
Yes.
possibly anything that you can. But in effect, you won't stick out your head out or neck out to guarantee that in spite of everything I'm doing, I can bring this man back. That you won't do.
It will be unwise. Because I'm not President Donald Trump of the United States. If I were President Donald Trump, I could tell you that I'll post him to you tomorrow. But my promise to Ghanaians, we will do all we can to bring him in. We will do all we can. We are not relenting. I keep my officers on their toes in respect of all these matters. And as I said, I doff my hat to them. They've really outdone themselves, and we are still at it. We won't rest on this matter. That is my promise to Ghanaians. My nature, my nature is that when I don't believe in something, I don't start it. But once I've started it, when I was in private practice, some unfortunate persons on the other side said I was acting like a Rottweiler. I have strong convictions when I believe in something. That is how I'm made. If I don't believe in it, I won't start it. So many cases that come before us. And I play the devil's advocate with my own officers, especially the prosecutions division. I have a meeting with the prosecutions director, and I say, okay, who are your accused persons in respect of this matter? Excuse me. And he will go, Mr. A. Okay, what has Mr. A done? What is our evidence? Convince me. I have to be convinced 90%. And because I was defense counsel for almost 19 years, I know the tricks from the other side. And this is the blessing God bestowed on me because I have been at both ends for a long time. I will behave like the defense counsel for this person in our briefing. And I'll be asking my director of prosecutions as if I'm doing cross-examination. You say this person has done that, you say this person has done that, you say this person, you say this person, but what is this? What is this? We'll go through each person. At the end of the day, I sit back and I ask my director of prosecutions, are you convinced yourself at a degree of 90% that this person has committed this crime? What he says, I go with. He says, no, SP, after what we've gone through, I think we need a little bit more. I say yes, because if you can't convince, we can't convince ourselves here. The standard is proof beyond reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like 90%. It is not proof up to a hilt. But that will put every reasonable mind at ease that this person committed this thing, and you do not have a lingering doubt in your mind. And so if the other side raises a reasonable doubt, your case collapses. So let's argue it out in the office before we put it out. And so, if we are unconvinced at a level of 90%, we won't charge the person. We need much more. And if we can't find that much more, we won't force the evidence. We won't force it. It means there is nothing. You let that person go. That is the nature of our criminal jurisprudence. And that is the way we conduct ourselves. And with that, once again, I reiterate my promise to Ghanaians. If I wasn't convinced in these matters, I wouldn't have started them. I wouldn't go midstream and I say, no. We made a mistake. I have to go back. We can't go on with this matter. It is because in respect of this main case, we had started in December 2023, once again. So by January of 25, when I started coming out, we already had something we're sitting tightly on. And so we are not going to turn around mystery. So I promise to Ghanaians, we are going to do everything we humanly can. And may Providence be our guide and strength to be able to bring this to a conclusion. But a date which will return to the country, it will be unwise for me to say, since I'm not the decision maker. Mind you can put everything you need to put before the decision maker. If the decision maker says, it's not just legal, it's also diplomatic. It's also political. So it's not just legal. In any case, we are not going to prove the cases against the subject in the United States. That's not where it's going to be tried. It's an extradition process, not a criminal trial. It is a different kettle of fish. You see?
Really?
So you go through all that. And the political authority says we still won't bring the person. And Ghana has a history of someone in recent times. The government pushed. The person was not released to come to Ghana. All I'm saying is that it is also highly political and diplomatic. And you don't know what political leaders are looking for in respect of the interest of their republics and their states. So based on an interest, maybe I will be a okay, Fawebra, Nabejiwi. And so a bisu I didn't will be sa efimi hono. I come and kona me farm na ko etuma me. It is because of that element that no one in my position, no one in the Attorney General's position can say that we will bring this person on this date. You cannot say that.
So moving on,
Right.
even beyond that, this whole issue of the loot, and there has been so much loot in the system, then people need to be prosecuted and the loot recovered. As an OSP, as an SP, what is your position on this whole fight to recover loot? If there are all these intricacies legally that should be considered, is this whole atmosphere and aggressive nature towards the loot misguided, or we must make a way to make sure that the loot is recovered?
It is not misguided at all. Indeed, it is a right path. It is a right path. The legalities notwithstanding, we must still push on. It is because of our human rights jurisprudence that a person is presumed innocent until proved guilty, and as it should be. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't push on. From where I sit, from where my officers sit, our hearts bleed out daily with what we see. How do you think we felt when we saw that for almost 4 years, the company claimed to have been working without raising invoices on top of which will sit verified reports, but was being paid automatically in excess of 500 million.
Yeah.
How do you think we felt when we saw that? It's heartbreaking. And this recovery of all loot, we give it all 100% effort. And this is where I call for the institutions to work together. Institutions should work together, because if we do not work together, I always say this, how is it that someone goes to, let's say, a Pennsylvania airfield, says, I want to learn how to fly. The person is not interested in learning how to land. It means it's a one-way ticket up. A person has no intention of
coming down.
A person has every intention of doing mischief once in the air. I'm referring to America for Tam Kesie, 9/11. And if the institutions had collaborated, one institution would have picked up that it was odd that these persons were out there in an airfield learning how to fly, but not interested in learning how to land. The OSP must and we would always work together with Attorney General. Attorney General in turn should hold our hands. We are working for one republic, one Ghana. National Security, National Signals Bureau, National Intelligence Bureau, Financial Intelligence Center, Ghana Police Service, Ghana Immigration Service, Ghana Army, and then Reki. All of us, we should work together. If we work together, we will recover a lot. We can recover all, but the Ghanaians should know that. We can't recover all. But the other day, the Attorney General said she had recovered, in respect of a matter, recovered to a certain percentage, and he was okay with it. I don't fault him for that, because we can't recover all. And in respect of the very sad case, the Minerals Income Investment Fund was taken through the preceding 4 years, with some recoveries have started coming through our efforts, and at some point during this year we'll announce them. I mean, it is not wonderful, but it's beautiful that we are seeing these returns, and we should keep at it. We should keep at it, because all these are going into the coffers of the country. We won't go begging for loans and grants if we are able to ring fence money that belongs to the Republic and recover what has been lost. So, Mr. Miza, oral is not misguided. Oral is solidly placed, and we should push it.
Maybe misguided was not the right word, but the expectations that are linked to the possibility of the recovery, are they the right expectations? Because people, the whole thing, somebody was telling me the other time that if they were talking to Mahama, this is all that they would say: seek ye first the oral, and everything else shall be added onto it.
You see,
so
if it was a banana republic, and we just round people up and line them up by a wall and say, cough up whatever you looted.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we counting 3, we're going to shoot you. Then you can have that kind of high expectation.
But why not?
Expectation should be measured. That is what I'm saying. In
measured.
the context of our constitutional processes and our legal processes, it should be measured. Measured in terms of, and once again, let me refer back to what the Attorney General said last 2 weeks in his press conference. He said, these things require patience.